Welcome, hello, and I know I'll be back. It's been a week since I've done one of these. I hope everyone's doing good, and I'm here to go through after this week what's been going on at Grimsby. Now, yeah, not a lot. Not a lot has gone on at Grimsby, at least not outwardly. I'm sure there's things going on inside the club shop. I'm going to give you a week review during the close season of anything that does go on during the season if I can't get to important news on the day it breaks. But this is I would say the proper first review week, I would say, for the Mariners, and here it is, simple as that. Pre-season fixtures have been announced. That's it. Pre-season fixtures have been announced, and there has been a little teaser put up for the new shirts, the 24-25 home shirts and obviously away shirts. So I'll talk about a little bit of a teaser on that as well. But let's crack on, shall we? Grimsby Town have been sort of like drip feeding us information about fixtures that pre-season fixtures that will be happening, and the first one that came up was Grimsby Borough, which surprised me a little bit about Grimsby, really. Grimsby Borough, but the Mariners head to Grimsby Borough on the 9th of July for the first pre-season friendly. So in just under a month's time, and so we'll be going to the Bradley Stadium there for that, and it should be it's a 7:45 kickoff for that at Grimsby Borough. So that was the first pre-season fixture. The following day, it was announced that the following Saturday, on the 13th of July, the Mariners make the traditional trip over to the Linden Club as the Mariners host. We don't host Cleethorpes, we go to Cleethorpes Town, and that'll be, I believe, a 2:00 kickoff for the Mariners against the Owls. £10 a ticket, £5 for concessions. You can get those online if you want to get that, and you may be able to get some as well on the turnstiles on the day of the game. But that will be a 2:00 kickoff as the Mariners host Cleethorpes Town. So we've got Grimsby Borough and Cleethorpes Town. I always thought it was going to be the other way round because we usually start our pre-season against Cleethorpes, but it's good to also get involved with the other non-league side in the very local area in Grimsby Borough. So there's Grimsby and there's Cleethorpes. Cleethorpes again is Saturday, July 13th. And on the Tuesday evening before, where Grimsby Borough, that'll be around about 7:30, 7:45 kickoff for that one. If you want tickets for that also, you can find that on a link, and that will take you to be able to buy the tickets for Borough as well. Then probably the biggest pre-season away trip probably of this pre-season was announced sort of a day later, and that'll be our first trip to this stadium as the Mariners head to York City the following week as we go to the LNER Community Stadium. That takes place on the 20th of July. Somebody's birthday. And that'll be a 3 o'clock kickoff as the Mariners head to the National League club, who just survived relegation last year. Obviously had Alex and Danny Amos were there together on loan deals there. And Linnell John Lewis still plays there for York City. So we could run into Linnell in this pre-season. But that's a nice trip. We haven't done York in many a year, not the LNR Stadium anyway. So that is a nice trip coming. The ticket information for the game will be out soon, so we'll look out for the information on that. And so Grimsby Borough, Cleethorpstown, and York City. I think that's that is pretty good. I think that's I think we'd love a home friendly, which I'm sure is being worked on as we go. So the dates again are the 9th, the 13th, and the 20th of July to head for York City. I'm looking forward to that friendly. But like I said, not being at York for a long time, it's for a good few years. I know as a fan, I've never travelled to York City, so I'll be intrigued to go there. But no, that'll be a good test for Grimsby actually. At that point, so York City is on the 20th of July, and the final pre-season fixture for now, I think there will be a couple more, but the 5th pre-season friendly that was announced happens 11 days later, when the Mariners have another trip. This is really 10 days before the start of the league campaign. We head to Alfreton Town at the Impact Arena on July the 31st. And it will take place at 7:30 in the evening of the 31st of July. And obviously the Reds had a very, very good finish. They finished 5th in the National League North. Lost out to the promotion winners, Boston United, who got promoted to the National League. And of course, one of our former Mariners, Ryan Taylor, was a big part of Alfreton's success last season. And again, the ticket information for Alfreton will be out in due course. But again, the Alfreton game takes place at the Impact Arena. This will be on Wednesday, July the 31st. So tickets are becoming available for the first 2 friendlies. You can get them online, and the 2 friendlies the 2 friendlies at York and at Alfreton, tickets will have information about the tickets in due course. So at the minute, that is Grimsby Town's pre-season. I don't think that's a terrible pre-season, but I know I did see some fans saying about getting a decent home pre-season game. I think during pre-season we've got to probably at least try and play at home once. And then again, I also look at this and it's a good sort of local-ish kind of pre-season for Grimsby. There's a couple of good teams in there that will give us some good tests over pre-season. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully a couple of former Mariners will be playing against the club. So it'll be an interesting start to pre-season. They obviously come back at the end of June, so we'll be coming out back around about the end of this month, probably around about when the fixtures come out, probably the week before that or even the week of. So again, the fixtures once again, I'll run you through those again. It's Grimsby Borough that starts on the 9th of July, is the Mariners' first pre-season friendly of pre-season. We then have the Cleethorpes, the traditional Cleethorpes Town game on the 13th. We also have the York City friendly arranged for the 20th of July, and we play Alfreton on the 31st of July. So that is it's a lot of games really in a 3-week period there, which building up to an early August start is. I think people read too much into how many fixtures you play. I think we might need 1 or 2 more, but we'll see what the Mariners do. And I'm sure one will at least be arranged at home. So, we'll keep an eye out for any more pre-season fixtures that do get announced by the club. One thing I would like to mention as well is that Grimsby have started to give out a couple of teasers about the new shirt and the teaser they put out earlier on. It is quite a lovely. It looked quite a fascinating and lovely shirt, to be honest. And one of the guys that's been involved in the new kits is design specialist Luke Matthews. He has got involved in designing the new kit, and from what I have, the little teaser that they put out a little bit earlier, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued as to what can be, make our black and white traditional colours stand out more. I have to admit the last one probably wasn't the best one, maybe the worst one we've had for a little while. So it'll be interesting to see what Luke and what Luke has been able to help come up with for the design of the Grimsby Town home, away, and obviously there'll be a third kit involved as well. That looks like that is going to be announced. Nothing certain yet, but it looks like it may be announced either over the weekend or possibly even early next week. But I'll be interested to see what happens, because I'm sure a lot of people will, as we always do, will buy the new kit and be ready for the next season, which is edging closer. It's edging nearly 2 months away now. It's really not far away from the start of the new season. But I'm enjoying the break, really. The good thing about this, we'll go back into the guy that did been involved with the design, Luke Matthews. He was brought up in Tiverton Street. Now if that isn't pure Grimsby Cleethorpes, I don't know what is. But there you go. He that was actually one of my neck of the woods when I was younger. I lived on Tiverton Street for a little while as well. So it's good to have a local lad involved with the design as well. I think that's a fantastic touch. And obviously he went to the ground when he was younger, Luke. So, he understands us as fans and the club in general. I'm looking forward, and I'm looking forward to this as well, to what he can bring to the design, working alongside Umbro as well. That should be quite intriguing. Another little bit of news that I will mention, the women's team are doing trials as well. So any young girls that would love to, young women that would love to get involved in in football and probably join the Grimsby Town women's team. They are doing trials for young women in the area. So that'd be great if any young ladies would love to have a chance of joining the women's team. The trials are going to be taking place or have been taking place, but it would be great because obviously they did win the FA County Cup last season. So well done to the ladies of last season. And they are hosting two events for two trial events on Thursday the 20th and Thursday the 27th of June. So, Marja Haley Cox is looking for more talented females from the local area to join her side next season. With the side competing in the East Midlands Women's Regional Football League Division 1 next season, she wants to add to her already talented squad. The open trials will take place on the 3D pitches at the Oasis Academy Wintringham from 7 till 8 o'clock on both days, 7 to 8 p.m. Shin pads and appropriate footwear are compulsory. So if you are keen if any female footballer aged 16 or over is interested in being part of the Grimsby Town trials for the women's team, then do go down the relevant pathway and get involved with the women's team. They've done so well since they were started back up a few seasons ago, and to be fair, I think they're building something there, and Hayley's doing a fantastic job as the women's team have been doing sort of year on year on year. So it's good to see the ladies are doing so well and they're thriving as well, just as we hope that the men's team this coming season, thrive as well. So, it may have been this week very quiet on signings, but it's definitely not been busy. It's definitely been busy in pre-season fixture announcements and other little things going on around the club. So obviously now people were interested in what new signings will be brought in by David Artell. I'm sure there will be signings coming in very soon, but I think it's good because it's keeping us guessing, and it's good to see though that there are other things going on around the club. One other thing that I will mention, because I said I'd bring you everything that has happened with the Mariners. One thing that I can also say publicly is there will be a Meet the Commentators evening. Oh yes, a Meet the Commentators evening will be happening on the 21st of June. McMenamin's at Bundle Park is you'll get to meet obviously the man himself, Mr. John Tonder, Matt Dean, Dave Burns, Gary Croft, and John Moore. Who John Moore is the legend that is on the gantry every home game, and with the video team. So if you want to go to that, you're more than the club would love to see that. Compared by Mariners TV presenter Scott Woodthorpe, the evening will include what's sure to be an entertaining Q&A session with the commentators, video footage of some town's memorable moments, an auction and a raffle. The price of the ticket is £18 for Mariners Trust members and £20 for non-members, and this includes, well, if nothing else, this will sell it for a lot of people, a pie and pea supper. I mean, can you get much better than that? All proceeds of the night will go towards the cost of improvements being made in the Mariners Trust bar and toilet facilities. But that is going to be a real fun night in just a couple of weeks' time, actually, in just around about 2 weeks' time. Friday, the 21st of June. You you will get to meet the likes of John Tonda and of course Crofty, who did that for a number of years with John, and some voices of some other famous voices over the airwaves that we've heard for the Mariners over many a year. So if you can get to that, it's going to be a fantastic night in McMenamin's by the sounds of it. So get down on the 21st if you can. The doors will open at 7 o'clock. The event will start at 7:30. So what can I say? If you want some information, do look on the website as well. All the information is there for that. So obviously where I've just took my information from as well. So like I said, some great things going on around the club during the close season. So get involved in that. Why not? Here's some of the stories of what it's been like covering the Mariners for some of these guys, and the joys, and I'm sure the laughs that are going to be had during that event, fronted by the fantastic Scott Woodthorpe, who also has done commentary for the Mariners over the years and now works for Mariners TV. So that, everybody, that is the week that was in Grimsby terms. That is what's been going on at Grimsby over these last 7-8 days. So do leave me your comments on what you think about the pre-season games that have been announced. Will you be going to the Meet the Commentators night? Are you going to go to that? Are you interested in that? What about any young ladies that would like to join the ladies team? It's all going off here really. All we're waiting now is for news on signings. But it's a busy week apart from the signings, so it's all good. It's all great. And that will be about me. I'm going to stop myself from waffling right now. But before I do go, what I would like to say is thank you for staying with me during this quiet period. There is going to be a lot more videos coming from me now, because as of next week, next Monday, I will be doing European Championship preview and previews and so on and so forth, predictions for game by game as well, and of course keeping everybody up to date with what happens with Grimsby Town going forward, as in transfers and things like that. If I can't get to it as of the day, I will do at the end of a week. I will do a review. But I'm going to try and get the news as and when it happens. If I can't, I'll fit it in at the end of the week. So do stick with me, guys. Thank you again for your continued support. I do really appreciate it. I know it's not been easy with nothing really to report in the last couple of weeks, but I think I'm back to full flow now. So if you do like the video, leave your thoughts on the pre-season friendlies. Obviously, any young ladies, they can go to the trials coming up for the ladies. And are you interested in this commentators night? Get to that, because that seems like that is going to be an absolute hoot, everybody. And just think of anything else, the pine peas. Sold. So I will speak to you guys very soon. Please, if you do like this video, please do like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. That will let you know when I upload some more content. There's a lot more coming, I promise you. So do hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell everybody, tell your next door neighbour but 5. And I will see you guys hopefully very soon. Hopefully once some news gets spoken by the Mariners, I will see you guys very soon for either the Grimsby News or the European Championship build-up. So I will see you guys then. Oh, wow, that was good, wasn't it? So I will see you guys then, and keep enjoying your summer. And but not if you're an England fan after tonight's result. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and ta-da. Thanks for your support again. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you soon. Ta-da. Bye-bye.